gathering of PhD Voce examination of Mrs. V.Keerthana, full-time research scholar under the able guidance of Professor Dr. P. Kumaravel sir, Associate Professor, Department of Medicine, Tamil Nadu Physical and Sports University. So in this fine occasion, first of all, I would like to welcome our external examiner, Professor Dr. K. Muralirajan sir, Professor, Alappa University College of Education, Alappa University, Karakudi. So on behalf of the Department of Education and my own behalf, we wholeheartedly welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I do welcome the research supervisor and the convener of this Viva examination, Dr. P. Kumaravel sir, Associate Professor and convener of this Viva examination. In this fine occasion, on behalf of the Department of Education and my own behalf, we wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. I do welcome the scholar of the day, Mrs. V.Keerthana, full-time research scholar, and also I welcome the total committee members of Mrs. Keerthana. I do welcome the faculty members, Professor Tirumali Kumar sir, Professor Lilipusam madam, and Dr. K. Rajesh Kumar sir, Dr. J. Kumar sir, Vel Kumar sir, Lakshman sir, and Jayachandran and Mrs. Koila ma'am. I do welcome the faculty members from the various departments of our Tamil Nadu Physical and Sports University, and also I welcome the affiliated colleges staff members and faculty members, professional friends of various institutions, MPhil PhD scholars, my dear students. Once again, I welcome you all in this fine occasion. Now I hand over the session to Professor Kumaravel sir, convener of this Viva examination, to introduction of the examiner as well as the scholar. Over to you, sir. Please, sir.
Thank you, Professor. Good afternoon to one and all person here through Zoom platform. I am very happy to welcome our external examiner, Professor Dr. K. Muralirajan from Alagappa University. I will welcome Professor Dr. S. Manigandan, Head of the Department of Physical Education and Controller of Examinations. Next, Professor Dr. S. Tirumali Kumar and Dr. I. Lilipusam, Associate Professor from the Department of Physical Education and other faculties of Department of Physical Education and other Department of Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University. I welcome you all. I am happy to introduce the Indian examiner for this Viva voice examination, Professor Dr. K. Muralirajan. Sir, BPE, MPE, Jivaji University, NET 93 clearance, NIS, discipline, hockey 96, PhD Alagappa University Physical Education Department 2009, PG Diploma Yoga in Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University. Next, sir, teaching experience in 19 years. Physical director, post 2 years. Physical education teacher for 4 years. Lecturer, Alagappa University College of Physical Education, 5 years. Assistant professor, Alagappa University College of Physical Education, 5 years. Associate professor, Alagappa University College of Physical Education, 4 years. Next, research experience, 15 years. More than 18 additional responsibilities are handled. Area of research, sports training, biomechanics, and hockey discipline. Sir, guidance, PhD 8 candidate, MPhil 15, PG 40. Journals, national and international 15, conference, national and international 48. Events organized to more than 7 events. Events participated 51. Attended the 5 training programs. Sir, life member of National Association of Physical Education, Sports Sciences, and Curriculum Development Council member and Board of Study members in various colleges. Next, Next, I introduce my scholar, V.Keerthana. She was a student of Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University. Did her B.Ped, M.Ped and M.Phil in our university. She represented University Kabaddi in the inter-university tournament. Good and obedient scholar. Next, I hand over the external examiner for the further proceedings. Thank you. Professor.
Thank you, Kumaravel, Professor, for giving an elaborate introduction about me. And first of all, I take this opportunity to thank the University Authority, the Vice Chancellor, Registrar, the Controller of Examination, the Head of the Department, Tamil Nadu Physical Education Sports University, and the guide for giving me this opportunity to be the external for Keerthana. And also I take this opportunity to welcome the faculty members of Department of Physical Education and various departments in Tamil Nadu Physical Education Sports University. Really, I am very happy to be the external for Dr. Murugavel sir, Kumaravel, I'm sorry, Kumaravel. And really, I'm very happy. The reason is because the first Viva he is going to, the scholar is going to present, and also as and when he got promotion, he is posting this. Really, I take this opportunity to congratulate. You have got two big achievements in your life career. Really, I am very happy to be part of your career. Thank you, Kumaravel. And now I request the scholar to present our thesis. The title of the thesis: Health and Fitness Status of Non-Physical Education Colleges, Women Students, and Interventions of Fitness and Recreational Program on Selected Fitness, Physiological and Psychological Parameters. Now it is Keerthana to present our slides and present our thesis. Keerthana, please. Unmute. Muscular.
Start பண்ணுங்க sir.
Start பண்ணுங்கப்பா.
Good afternoon, one and all. Welcome you all. My topic is fitness. My topic is health and fitness status of non-physical women student and the intervention of fitness and recreational program on selected fitness, physiological and psychological parameters. Introduction. Regular physical activity is health. It helps improve overall health and fitness, maintain a healthy weight, reduce risk for many chronic disease, and promote good mental health. Nowadays, more than 20% of the adult population is sufficiently active as a result of a lack of physical activity practiced during free time, as well as a high prevalence of sedentary behavior. Hence, physical fitness is very much needed to improve the capacity of the heart, blood pressure, lungs and muscle to function at optimal efficiency. Health benefits of fitness training. Exercise is very important for health and fitness. It has multiple beneficial effects on our body. There is more time for filling ventricle with blood and for delivery of oxygen and nutrition to fix the body and heart muscle. Physical fitness and can be contribute to maintaining a healthy weight, regulating the digestive system, building and maintaining healthy bone density, muscle strength and joint mobility, promoting physical well-being, reducing surgical risk, and strengthening in immune system. Importance of recreational activities. Recreational is an important part of human life and find many different forms which are shaped by individual interested but also by the surrounding social environment. Recreational activities can be communal or individual, active or passive, outdoor or indoor, healthy or unhealthy, and useful for society or not useful. Recreational physical activity is important of reducing obesity and various other risks. Statement of the problem. The purpose of the present study was of non-education college women student and intervention of physical and psychological parameters. Objective of study: to study the status of physical fitness, physiological and psychological characteristic of non-physical education college women student, to build a comprehensive picture of health and fitness of non-physical education college women student with either low or no physical activity, to study the effectiveness and difference of fitness and recreational program on physical fitness, physiological and psychological parameters of non-physical education college women students. Hypothesis. It was hypothesized that the women students for non-physical education college be selected at random and their health and fitness status was analyzed in phase 1. There would be significant improvement on selected physical fitness variables such as cardiovascular endurance, flexibility, muscular endurance, and reaction time of non-physical education college women students due to the effect of fitness and recreational program in phase 2. There would be significant changes on selected physiological parameters such as resting heart rate, oxygen saturation, VO2 max, and respiratory rate of non-physical education college women students due to the effect of fitness and recreational program in phase 2. Continuing. There would be significant improvement on selected psychological variables such as self-awareness, resilience, optimism, and self-esteem level of non-physical education college women students due to the effect of fitness and recreational program in phase 2. Significant difference would be there between fitness and recreational intervention, improving the physical fitness, physiological and psychological parameters of non-physical education college women student. Fitness training would be better than recreational intervention psychological parameters of non-physical education college women student. Limitation. Activities and condition was which are part of the day-to-day life. For example, daily routine, food intake, air quality, water quality, and climate condition was not be considered for the study taken into consideration. Thus, characters and inherent quantities of the subject was not be considered. Delimitation. The subjects were selected randomly from the College of Non-Physical Education and their status were analyzed. Phase 1. The total number of subjects considered in the study was 150 women students from non-physical education college, and they were randomly divided into 3 equal groups of 50 each. Phase 2. The experimental group 1 performed fitness training, experimental group 2 performed recreational activities, and group 3 was acted as control. The age of the subject ranged from 18 to 25 years. The data on selected fitness, physiological and psychological variables were collected from the external experimental and control groups before and immediately after 12 weeks for training. The selected subjects were provided fitness and recreational program 6 days in a week for 12 weeks. Significance of the study. The results of study was assessed many to avoid medicines to make himself fit, but they make use of one's own physique to feel healthy. The finding of the study was help the individual to compare the contrast the changes of occur in selected physical fitness, physiological and psychological parameters of non-physical education college women student as a result of fitness and recreational program. This study will correct significant health awareness among people, especially among underage women. Methodology, selection of the subject, selection of the variables, experimental design, selection of the test, statistical procedure, selection of the subject. The subject for the study were randomly selected through a health-related questionnaire made for this purpose with due standardization process and fitness-related test in phase 1 study. The subject for the study were selected from the college in a Chengalpattu district. Around 600 women students were given the health and fitness questionnaire for selected the subject. After the status analysis, the subject were into group, control group and experimental group for phase 2 study. Selection of the variables, independent variable, intervention of fitness training and recreational training program, dependent variable, physical fitness variables, cardiovascular endurance, flexibility, muscular endurance, reaction time, physiological variables, means or blood pressure, oxygen saturation, VO2 max, respiratory rate, psychological variables, self-awareness, resilience, optimism, self-esteem. Selection of the test. Variables, test, measurements, fitness variables, physiological variables, psychological variables, show the table. Experimental procedure. The experimental group 1 performed fitness training, experimental group 2 performed recreational activities, and group 3 was acted as control. The selected subject were provided fitness and recreational program 6 days in a week for 12 weeks. The data on selected fitness, physiological and psychological variables were collected from the experimental and control group before and immediately after 12 weeks for training. Fitness and recreational training slide. Show the slide. Package. Days, fitness training, recreational training. Monday, wrestling training. Brisk walk. Tuesday, aerobic training, dancing. Wednesday, mobility training, cross training. Tuesday, yoga pranayama. Recreation training was swimming. Friday, aerobic training, circuit training, meditation, training procedure. Adequate warm-up was given to the subject. Mental treatment, cool-down exercise were performed session. All subjects tutor not to start any physical training programs during the 12 weeks per period on and to only activities of normal daily living. Group trained at the same time of day in the morning section 6 days a week throughout the study. The training regimen for the two experimental groups lasted for 12 weeks for 6 days per week and one section of approximately 9 minutes in the experimental group and performed fitness training and experimental group to statistical techniques for it, t-test and analysis of covariance, ANOVA and SCEPHIS test were used to test the treatment effect of the training programs on all the selected variables used in the study. Physical fitness variables. The next slide, I have present the T and F ratio values. Cardiovascular endurance. Fitness training. T ratio 23.84. Recreational training. T ratio 25.43. Control group T ratio 0.31. No significant. The obtained T ratio is the in greater than the required table values was significant. Obtained ANOVA result on cardio. So F ratio 299.50. The alternate F ratio of the in greater than the required table values is it was significant. Obtained SCEPHIS test on cardiovascular endurance, adjusted force test. Figures show that cardiovascular endurance mean scores. Analysis of flexibility. Obtained t-test result on flexibility. Groups, fitness training, t-ratio group 0 not significant. Ratio of the greater than the required table value is so significant. Obtained SCEPHIS test result of flexibility. Adjusted post F ratio 18.90. The obtained F ratio of greater than the required table values is significant. Next. Obtained ANOVA result of adjusted post test diagram. Figures show the flexibility mean scorers. Next. Analysis of recreation time. Obtained t-test result on recreation reaction time. Group fitness training T ratio 8.64. Recreational training 4.96. Control group 0.818. No significant. The obtained T ratio of the in greater than the required table values is was significant. Obtained SCEPHIS test result on reaction time. The obtained for adjusted post test 22.65, significant. Next, obtained ANAPOVA result of reaction time adjusted post-test. Figures show the reaction time means scorers. Next, analysis of muscular endurance obtained T-test result on muscles endurance group fitness training T ratio 24.70, recreational training 23.58, control group 0.76. Now significant. The obtained T ratio of the E greater than the required table values was significant. Obtained ANAPOVA results on muscular endurance adjusted post-test F ratio 249.98. Next. Obtained SCFE test on muscular endurance adjusted post-test. Significant. Figures show the muscular endurance mean scorer. Physical variables. Physiological variables. Analysis of means arterial pressures. Obtained T result on means mean arterial pressure. Group fitness training 16.06, recreational 27.05, control group 0.13, no significant. The alternate T ratio of the greater than the required table values is was significant. Obtained ANAPOVA result on mean arterial pressure adjusted post-test F ratio 57.90, significant. Obtained SCFE test result on means arterial pressures, significant. Figure show the mean arterial pressure mean scorers. Analysis of oxygen saturation level. Obtained T ratio result oxygen saturation F fitness training 5.53, recreational training 6.12, control group 0.3, no significant. The obtained ANAPOVA result oxygen saturation adjusted post-test F ratio 9.85, significant. Next, obtained SCFE test result on oxygen saturation. There was significant. Figures show the oxygen saturation means scorers. Next, analysis of VO2 max. Obtained T test result on VO2 max. Fitness training 29.45. Recreational training 19.12. Control group 0.10. No significant. Obtained ANAPOVA result on VO2 max adjusted post-test F ratio 3.67, significant. Next, obtained SCFE test result on VO2 max adjusted post-test 0.16, significant. Figures show the VO2 max means scorers. Next, analysis of respiratory rate. Obtained T test result on respiratory rate. Fitness training 12.03 T ratio. Recreational training 8.45. Control group 0.38. No significant. Table value was significant. Obtained ANAPOVA result on respiratory rate. Adjusted post-test F ratio 16.13, significant. There was significant. Next, obtained SCFE test result on respiratory rate. There was significant. Figures show the respiratory rate means scorers. Next, psychological variables. Analysis of self-awareness. Obtainer T test result on self-awareness. Fitness training 20.21 F ratio. Recreational training 16.33. Control group 0.41. No significant. The table value was significant. Obtained uncover result on self-awareness. Adjusted post-test F ratio was 3.12. There was significant. Obtained SCAFE test result on self-awareness. Adjusted post-test was significant. Figures show the self-awareness mean scorers. Next, analysis of resilience. Obtained T test result on resilience. Fitness training T ratio 37.75. Recreational training 20.72. Control group 0.10. There was no significant. The table values are significant. Obtained uncover result on resilience. Suggested postage were 503.95. Table value of obtained SCAFE test result on resilience were significant. Figure showing the resilience means scorers. Next, analysis of Optimism. Obtained T test result on Optimism. Training T ratio 20.18, recreational training 6.14, control group 0.27, table value was significant. Obtained uncover result on Optimism. Adjusted postage T ratio 5.57. Table value of significant. Obtained result of Optimism. Next, analysis of self-esteem. Of the test result on self-esteem. Fitness training T ratio 27.57. Recreational training 8.5115. There are significant. Obtained uncover result on self-esteem. Adjusted postage 57.17. There was obtained result of self. Next, disk of hypothesis. It was over 150 students from a total of 600 students were found unhealthy when the status analysis of non-physical education college women students were considered through checklist questionnaire. It was started in the first hypothesis was there would be significant improvement on the selected physical variables such as cardiovascular endurance, flexibility, muscular endurance, and reaction time of non-physical education college women students due to the effect of fitness and recreational program. The result of the study indicate that as result of fitness training and recreational activities, the chosen physical fitness components such as cardiovascular endurance, flexibility, muscular endurance, and reaction time of non-physical education college women students were improved. Hence, the first research hypothesis was accepted and the null hypothesis was rejected. Continue. In the second hypothesis, it was started that there would be significant changes on selected physiological parameters such as resting, heart rate, oxygen saturation, VO2 max, and respiratory rate of non-physical education college women students due to the effect of fitness and recreational program. The result of the study indicate that due to the effect of fitness training and recreational activities, the chosen physiological parameters such as mean blood pressures, oxygen saturation, level, VO2 max and respiratory rate of non-physical education college. Women students were significantly alerted. Hence, the second research hypothesis was accepted and next. In the third hypothesis, it was stated that there would be significant improvement on selected psychological variables such as self-awareness, resilience, optimism, and self-esteem of non-physical education college women students due to the effect of fitness and recreational program. The result of the study indicates that due to the effect of fitness training and recreational activity, the chosen psychological variables such as self-awareness, resilience, optimism, and self-esteem level of non-physical education college women students were significantly alerted. Hence, the third research hypothesis was accepted and the null hypothesis was rejected. Next. It was also hypothesized that fitness training would be better than recreational intervention in improving the physical fitness, physiological and psychological parameters of non-physical education college women students. The result of the study showed that was significantly better than recreational activity in improving all the chosen variables except the VO2 max. Hence, the fifth research hypothesis was also partially accepted. Conclusion. For the beneficial change, fitness, physiological and psychological parameters, fitness training and recreational activities can be ensured based on the outcome of the study. The statistical fitness training and recreational activity as the effective training modality in enhancing variety of health related outcome measure. The findings of this study showed that the fitness training and recreational activities was significantly alerted the fitness, physiological and psychological parameters in non-physical education college women students. Finally, recommendation. For the beneficial changes in fitness, physiological and psychological parameters, fitness training and recreational activities can be executed based on the outcome of this study. The investigator suggested fitness training and recreational activity as the effective training modality in enhancing variety of health related outcomes. This finding showed that the fitness training and recreational activities was significantly alerted the fitness, physiological and psychological parameters in non-physical education college women students. It could be recommended to the fitness training include fitness training, and this finding showed that the fitness training and recreational activities was significantly altered the fitness, physiological and psychological parameters in non-physical education college women students. Continue. Similarly, studies may be conducted to investigate the effect of fitness training recommended activity by adding member physical, physiological, psychological and body components compensation variables in various age group men or women. Further studies may be considered by analyzers fitness training and recreational activity influence of cardiac risk factors among non-physical education college women students. Similar study was being considered to find out the effect of the short-time and long-time effect of fitness training and recreational activity with dietary intervention. Thank you, sir. Sir.
Professor,
Sir.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Hello, it's audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Right. Thank you. There was technical problem, so I could not get into that. Really good presentation, Keerthana. And there are some questions which is being asked by the external. And I think it is audible for you, Keerthana.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Is it audible? Yes. Being a kabaddi player, why you have selected this topic? Can you justify the reason for selecting this topic?
Women are assisted to family, society, nation, and world. Health for women is very important. Considering these facts, I have consulted my guide and selected these studies.
Yes, you have the next question. You have selected reviews related to your topic. How can you relate this topic to your reviews?
To understand the fact experience of previous research workers and to decide the discussions. The present research I have collected literatures.
These support your study. That previous studies which has been conducted. Yes. Give a brief discussion about your hypothesis, because you have given an elaborate. Can you brief explain your discussion of hypothesis? Because you no need to repeat again.
Hypothesis. Sir?
Yes, proceed.
I have formed 5 hypotheses, which 5 hypotheses was accepted and 1 was partially accepted, sir.
All right. The last question by the statistical part of your study. I think you have used all the statistics in.
Analysis of covariance and Steffi test were used in this study of proof of effective of experimental training, sir.
Thank you for your question, and now it's open to the audience. Audience can post your questions related to the topic to Keerthana, and she may be justifying your answers. Audience, please.
Good afternoon to everyone. Respected Professor Dr. Murli sir. So as per your wish, I will ask some questions. May I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, Ms. Keerthana, I have 15 more questions regarding to your topic. Okay, shall I ask one by one? Okay.
Okay.
First of all, as per the UGC norms, 2009 regulation or 2016 regulation, the research scholar want to publish 2 papers, his or her, your research work, you want to publish 2 papers in peer-reviewed or referred journal, like UGC CAP.
Sir, please switch on your video and then you can ask the question clarification within the research work, within the study only. If you
Yes,
want
sir, yes,
any
sir.
clarification regarding with the regulation, you can ask to research coordinator. Okay, sir?
Okay, sir, sure.
You can ask the clarification regarding within the study only. If you want
Okay,
to clarify regarding with the guidelines, you can ask to research coordinator section.
Sure, sir. Extremely sorry for that one. Okay, let me ask something. Why you want to measure health and fitness status for particularly for non-physical education women? For any reason?
Education students are allotted already fit and healthy. So I have taken this non-physical education student.
Yes. Any other? You are not audible. Please unmute.
Sir, what is the difference between the parametric as well as non-parametric test?
Is it audible?
Yes, sir, I am audible.
Sir, not audible, sir.
Ms. Keerthana, I have one question. You have used in
Again,
May I
you can
audible?
put your question.
Sir, may I audible,
It
sir?
is audible. Yes,
Yes,
for
sir,
me
yes, sir,
it is
yes, sir.
audible.
I think someone give
Some
mute myself. Yes, sir.
internet
So first of
problem.
all, as a researcher, want to check the data is normally distributed or not. So what are the normality you have followed in your study?
Sir, normality means you want to ask the which data. She has taken the data. She is not able to understand, sir. Please ask clearly. Professor, அவர் வேற ஏதோ பேசுறாரு.
கேட்கல பேசுறது நம்மளுக்கு கேக்குது ஸ்காலருக்கு இட்ஸ் நாட் கிளியர்.
ஆமா. Professor, நீங்க அடுத்து நெக்ஸ்ட் any other audience?
Anybody else want to clarify doubt regarding her topic?
Is there any clarification from the faculty side? Please, you can ask your clarification. Now, our examiner, Professor, there is no clarification in the chat box also, Professor.
Okay, Professor. Let me conclude.
Okay, Professor. Now we can conclude the session, Professor.
Sir, 1 second.
Yes, madam. Lily, madam.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, waiting.
Thank
Good
you,
evening.
sir.
Good
And
evening, madam.
congratulations, Keerthana. You have presented well, and everything is good. What the people they have asked the question, you have answered. Congratulations for guide also. Excellent manner you have presented. Some unwanted answers. What is that questions we have heard? You avoid that, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you for your.
Madam, thank you, madam, for hearing your wonderful suggestion.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Unwanted question we have to avoid. What she has presented, what she is presenting, that one we have to put a question.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. That is related
Yes,
to
sir.
her topic. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
madam. Thank you for taking the Viva in the right direction.
Yes, sir.
Once again, I thank the University Authority, Vice Chancellor Register for giving me this opportunity. And also the scholar has presented her thesis, Health and Fitness Status on Non-Physical Education Colleges, College Women Students and Interventions of Fitness and Recreational Program on Selected Fitness, Physiological and Psychological Parameters. First of all, let me congratulate the scholar and the guide for selecting a relevant topic for this scenario. And the guide and the scholar, they have taken a hard step to put the presentation in a right manner. And they are in the chapter 1, they have given all the details regarding the objective of study, hypothesis, everything clearly presented by the scholar, and she was able to express her all by the presentation. And in the review related literature, as it was by the external, the related reviews which support her study, the reviews which we are collecting will support the study. The previous studies which is being conducted, we are taking into consideration to support our study. And she has collected an enormous number of reviews, and the data chart and everything presented in a clear manner, and the significance of the study were being related to her study. The chapter 4, she has given the collected data and presented the graph as well as the chart, and she has given a conclusion and recommendation for her future study. Once again, I recommend to the university for the award of PhD to Dr. Keerthana, and she may be called Dr. Keerthana after the award of her PhD. And also thank the guide for giving me this opportunity. Guide, once again, congratulations for your achievement. The first scholar, you have to go a long way. Keep going, enjoy the life. And also I thank the head of the department, Lily Pushpa Madam, Thirumalai Kumar, and all the faculty members, those who are present here, and the scholars, those who are present. Once again, I thank the guide, the head of the department, the faculty members of the Tamil Nadu Physical Education Sports University. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor, for your wonderful organization of the exam. So I would like to congratulate the scholar as well as the research supervisor for doing wonderful research. And also I would like to congratulate Dr. Kumaravel sir for taking serious effort in this new area. So congratulations to both the scholar and the guide.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
Murali Professor, thank you, Professor. Thank you for your.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Keerthana, what of thanks?
Keerthana,
Keerthana, what of thanks?
yes. After vote of thanks. Okay. Keerthana, vote of thanks, ma'am.
Okay, sir. First, I would like to thank all.
Guide, congratulations.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
First, I would like to thank our beloved Vice Chancellor Dr. M. Sundar. I would also like to thank Registrar Dr. R. Ramakrishnan. Now I could like to thank my external examiner, Dr. K. Murali Rajan. My special thanks to head of the department, Professor Dr. S. Manikandan, Controller of Examiner, Department of Physical Education. My beloved thanks to guide and supervisor, Assistant Professor Dr. P. of Physical Education. My heartfelt thanks to Professor Dr. S. Tirumalai Kumar, Department of Physical Education. My sincere thanks to Associate Professor Dr. I. Lily Pushpam, Department of Physical Education. Further, I thanks all the staff member of Physical Education, Dr. C. Lakshmanan, Dr. S. Kumaravelu, Dr. K. Rajesh Kumar, Dr. S. Jayakumar, Dr. K. Jayachandran, Dr. S. Kokila, Dr. S. Velkumar. I would like University Librarian Dr. Ashok Kumar and Research Coordinator or Prem Kumar. Also, I would like PhD scholar students and friends and my family for extending your support. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, scholar. Thank you, guide, and thank you, the head of the department.
Professor, thank you, Professor. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Sir. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you, one and all. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Nagamani is coming, yeah. Andhra superstar. Dr. Nagamani.